Hey guys, so today in this YouTube video, what we're gonna be doing, I am gonna try as best as I can to compare 5 national parks in one video, and of course, since I'm from Utah, you know me, I'm gonna do all of Utah's national parks. Um, Now there was a few things I'm gonna explain. I was gonna probably make this short, meaning each national park's gonna have to go by pretty short, but I feel the motivation for a long video. I completely forgot to record this throughout the day. It's currently 8 p.m. But now I kind of feel the motivation for this, and this kind of feels like a fun video. So let me just get to it. Anyways, so yeah, we're going to compare 5 national parks. I'm going to start off with probably the second most well-known in Utah, which is Zion. And I say second because Arches is probably the most famous for being in Utah, especially too. My profile picture is actually Arches National Park. I plan to change out my profile picture in the future, but I'll make a community post about that, and that's probably gonna be a while because I'm just gonna use some stuff. But anyways, so starting it off with Zion, and sorry, really quick, the reason I'm gonna start off with Zion, it is like one of the 2 national parks in Utah I've been to. I think I've been to Capitol Reef as a little kid, but I don't remember anything from that. Zion, I was in 2024. Um, I didn't really pay too much attention because unfortunately that was at the time I was still not really into outdoors, but I was slowly becoming into outdoors. But now I kind of am now. I mean, I was kind of into. Anyways, so this is the entrance. So this is not the center of it. I'll probably get to the center of it in a bit. Okay, so entrance to Zion. It's a little blurry. Um, all right. So, well, we're not gonna look at the entrance. Okay, so Zion National Park. What is in it is, and so it's kind of just a little long flight throughout here. Doesn't seem to get too interesting here. Okay, sorry. There's still not the um. So it kind of just gets more colorful as you go. It is pretty famous for these trees and bushes that you're seeing right here. It's these green patches, I guess. Um, Now is kind of the time. Sorry, my controllers are inverted. Actually, these would be how to properly hold the controllers, but I have to hold them inverted too. Okay, I tried an attempt. Let's just look at the center now. I was hoping to see the road that I took. But unfortunately, I couldn't because there was just a lot I had to add with that road. Anyways, I'd say the best picture you could get of Zion would likely be somewhere around here. If these pictures can load in. Sorry, I have to okay. This is one of the best images you could think of when looking at Zion. Zion is just full of these trees, but also kind of bushes and just these rock formations. So it's kind of just, I guess, just tall, pretty much sort of mountains, but in this case they'd be like more like hills. I guess these tall Zion's really, you're just surrounded by these tall hills that are very bright in red rock and are full of trees. Well, like some trees, but like noticeable ones, if that makes sense, and bushes. Um, that wasn't as good as an image as I thought it was gonna be. I was hoping to find the road I took. It has like the Zion Tunnel and everything. It's a really huge tunnel and a long drive through it. All right. This is not quite it, but actually, this is a good image once again. Now, keep in mind, it is 5, so I'm probably gonna have to move on pretty soon. But so yeah, it's just red rock, and then yeah, this is kind of a better image of it. You can see all that green. That's like the bushes and trees. and then you can see the red rock around it. That's kind of just the full image of Zion. This is also a good example of it. In fact, this is kind of a better example showing the heights of it up there. So I actually don't know where the entrance was. Hold on. I'm just gonna look. Let's look at the place the center was at, so it's kind of more uphill. You see. Ooh. Now yeah, this, and I kind of feel a bit close. I think I know where a location specifically want to look at. I will go to it soon. Okay, yeah. So now you can truly see the Red Rock up close. When I was there in 2024, we didn't go hiking. I think we just drove through the whole thing because I sadly wasn't interested in going outside. Now I kind of, when I go there, hey, that's why this game exists. No, but yeah. So these people hiked up here. Yeah, you can see just the full image of it, and then just this is a very great example of the image of it. You can peek off, and I think I know this. I don't know if it's slightly out of the borders or not. Because I remember I was like, there's no way they have a restaurant in a national park. There's no way that's allowed. No. But yeah, this cliff up here is a good view. And then, yeah, so it's pretty famous for hiking. And I'd say another good thing to point out, and then I'm probably going to look at the one place I want to point out and then probably move on with national parks. Keep in mind, I have to cover 5. In fact, I might maybe cover just a few. So Zion, so it's like pretty tall, and that's what it's known for. These tall mountain pieces with like the yellow on the top from what you can see, but also the red rock, and then the trees, of course. But then I feel like another thing it's pretty known for is in between, from what you can tell, is just the grassland. I don't know. It feels pretty adventurous there. So wait, where was I? Where was I placed? This is kind of a problem. Hold on, wait. So wait, sorry. This is a huge opening, and then this looks a bit tight. So you're telling me I was viewing off here into here, and then was this the opening? Okay, maybe I wasn't quite by where I wanted to go. I just feel like the road was a bit over there. I don't know though. I don't know if I really have the time to go into it. There's not really a lot I've looked at throughout Zion National Park. It's like a little small, but like yet again, just the space being on it. It's a lot bigger than you imagine. Okay, let's go to the most well known that exists in it, which is in my profile picture too. Well, a specific arch. Arches National Park. I don't know if I've been to it before. I might have. I mean, that would be weird for a person living in Utah to have not have been to Arches National Park. Okay, Arches National Park. The name says it itself. I can't remember how many arches are in it. Probably the heck. Probably like like hundreds or thousands. I don't want to make a really long guess. But it's also not just the arches. From what you can tell, there's also just these canyons here. And I feel like the slot canyons, which are also pretty close to Zion. But okay, now, yeah, these are the arches. But, well, not really. There's arches kind of on the surface. But you'll see them in a bit. So, yeah, Arches National Park. It is probably, is deserted the right word? It's like more deserted than Zion. And I mean that like it's more of a desert than Zion. The less trees. Okay, so they have a up high view. Okay. Ooh. So I see those over there. I kind of know what some of these are, I think, from the because I read a Utah's favorite hiking trails book. Now we're not quite seeing the arches. I'll try my best to find them. Um. So yeah, I think I've seen these in my book, but we're still in the national park borders. Think I just kind of wish it. I kind of forgot the name of like this one very famous arch, the one in my profile picture. I feel like it has a name to it. I just don't remember. I keep imagining these as arches, but it's just my map generating. Okay, really? Arches National Park? The name, I feel like I kind of wish the internet and the name doesn't lead you to thinking the arches are going to be all over the place. I think it's just more of the desert and all these other things. Still pretty beautiful. Um, sorry, this is kind of feeling like an exploring curiosities at this point. I just wish. Oh, I think these are it. These might be it. Likely. Or they're just steps. They're kind of they're just kind of landmarks like this throughout the place. I feel like, but I feel like though, if I use, okay, I'm not gonna waste too much time. Oh, yes, I think I might have found it. These street views are not really helpful. I can't tell if this is still generating or is an arch. I think this might be the. Let's see. Devil's Garden is in arches, and there's actually another very beautiful arch I saw in it when I was reading Utah's favorite hiking trails, like a book. Um, this is kind of an arch. Okay. Oh wait, I think that person censored their house. Oh, I think all these people did. Um, I'm not gonna waste too much time trying to find these arches, but it's just. Oh, okay. Yep, that is definitely an arch now. And I think this is actually one of them in my book that I saw. So yeah, this is kind of what you picture. Especially too, southern Utah honestly gets an equal amount of snow as the Salt Lake City area. But yeah, look at that giant arch there. This one's pretty skinny compared to the other ones. There's just that one huge one I'm trying to find. This feels so weird being on top of in Street View. I don't think they wouldn't allow you up here in real life, but I mean, but thankfully you can do it in Street View. Okay, I'm not going to waste too much more time, but I want to just go searching just for a little bit more. If it's kind of just more these spiky blade rock formations, I guess. Let's take one more look. It's kind of beautiful though. And there's a hole in there. Would that be an arch? I guess. Okay. Kind of wasted a bit of time on that. It's kind of a little bit, kind of just could say clickbaited me, I guess. Okay. For the next one, I just want to do. I'm going to start off with probably like the most well known parks in Utah. Let's just go to Bryce Canyon National Park. Um, Now there is one thing. Well, let's just. Whoops. It's tough to play with your controllers swapped. Now let's just start off with one thing. Okay, so Bryce Canyon. Once again, it's not really just red rock. It's also this. Okay. Now we're here. We kind of just already started off with this. So Bryce Canyon, there's these things all over the place. It's kind of like what we saw in Arches, except They're just more well shown, more separated and stuff. I used to call them carrots. I mean, they kind of look like carrots. I kind of still do. I still do call them carrots. And then it's pretty sandy around them and a few trees. So it's kind of like the Zion vibes, except the mountains are a little bit more sandy and there's these carrots, I guess. Now there's this one. This one is shown in so many Bryce Canyon pictures. Now I should probably fact check myself here. You can fact check me and search it up if you want, but I think this one is called Thor's Hammer, based off of a book I read. That was in my, I think, 100 Parks, 5,000 Ideas book. You can fact check me if you want and say it in the comments, but I think it said this one's called Thor's Hammer. That would make sense. But yeah, this one's really well used in images. Like, it's probably the most shown in Google Images. Um, Really quick, I want to actually find, where was Thor's hammer? Was it kind of looked like, hold on. Sorry, I wasn't thinking. I won't waste too much time on this either. But oh wait, it might. Oh, okay. This is a great view of it now, and I can actually add a bit more to this now. Uh, One sec. I forgot some of these controls. I wasn't trying to look at a connected photo. Um, I wonder. I forgot how you. Never mind. I can just use my chair. This is a great view. And then these aren't really the carrots I call them. They're actually combined now, and you can kind of tell. Now, kind of looking at this, my new term I would say for this. Sorry, I don't know why I keep doing. My new term for this would be like Zion if it was just poked out and became sandy, if that makes sense. There is, and yeah, Bryce actually has a lot of trees from what you can tell. It's kind of lower down. There's a lot of trees. You see here, let's just, if we block all this out, you can't see my arms, so, but if we block all this out, you can kind of see there's the mini trees just like in Zion, but then the bottom, there are loads of trees. Um, on. None of these seems to be the Thor's hammer. It also, oh yeah, Bryce also gets quite a lot of snow from what I can tell. And I think I'm gonna go there when I visit my grandparents this year. I don't know though. We have to plan some stuff. Okay, this is control. We still have to plan some stuff. So I hope to go this spring break to my grandparents, and I hope when we go there to visit Bryce. But we'll see though, because well, there's just a lot of stuff happening. Okay, I can't seem to refine the Thor's hammer. I don't know where it was that teleported me there. Okay, good. I'm glad somebody got a view here. Kind of got it in the worst spot. I wish they did it there. But oops, kicked my PC. Sorry about that. So yeah, actually a lot of trees supported up here. It's just also mainly up here. The reason I wanted to find that Thor's hammer area was cause man, this outlines a lot. It was cause you could kind of see just the outward lands of it. But let's quickly go back. Um. Okay. We don't. Okay, we're like right by it. It's cause that area out there is full of trees. Um. You could kind of. It kind of. Yeah, I think it's this area. Meaning, wouldn't Thor's hammer be like? Feels so weird calling it Thor's hammer if it's even called that. Sorry, I'm just getting another view. So, really, the area out here seems so mysterious, but it's just full of trees. I think now that one's just straight up Utah. Okay, now here's the ones that I probably know the. Whoops, I keep. Okay, now here's the one I probably know the least about. Canyonlands and Capitol Reef. I think out of both, it's funny because I think I've been to the only one out of both I've been to was Capitol Reef, but I think I know more about Canyonlands is the thing. So let's just take a look. I know Canyonlands is the largest national park in Utah. So we're pretty unlikely to leave the borders, but I think it's because it does though stretch all the way down. So who knows? Well, actually, I don't know where. I think it puts us central. Kind of just puts us central of it, I think, though. So I don't know. We might be likely. Okay, and already from what I can tell, there's this one Red River. Now, I think I might know the name, but yet again, I don't want to just completely make myself wrong. Anyways, it says Utah. I think okay, yeah, Canyonlands National Park. Okay, it does keep saying Utah. I wonder if I won't get too distracted on this. Okay, anyways, sorry. So Canyonlands, it actually kind of just to follows. Ooh, I know this. Wait, this arch. I forgot the name of this arch. This is perfect though. This is perfect. This picture's kind of weirdly aligned. Okay, so this arch is very famous in Canyonlands. Probably one of the first results you'll get when searching it up. Now thinking about it, because I know on one of my book covers, there's like somebody running on top of it. Maybe it actually is allowed to step on these, but I don't know for sure. So yeah, great view from up here. There is a ton of stuff, ton of the snow below. I actually, though, kind of want to look at my map, IRL. So, it seems to follow this river down, and it's kind of like by Lake Powell, which Lake Powell is right here. How much of Lake Powell surrounds? Okay, we could go like a little above here. Yeah, this is probably the area a little less known of Canyonlands National Park. Keep in mind, it's still most well known. I don't know if we're getting into Lake. Yeah, this is Lake Powell. Not to get too distracted on it, but okay, Canyonlands though. The name is kind of just descriptive of itself. It's kind of though, from what you can tell, mostly just full of sand like this. There's a few things that were kind of found in arches. There are also in Canyonlands. This looked like it would be in. Okay, now we're in Garfield County. But I'd say the most famous thing is how it follows this river. I think I remember the river. Isn't it like. You can fact check me if you want, but isn't it like the Green River this thing follows? I think it is. One more thing about it. I don't know how this border is laid out. That's basically it's just boring. Let's say that. Sorry, that's kind of the worst part of the comparison. Let's look at one more. The problem is this one's a bit more skinny. So, well, one more because this is the last one. This one's a little skinny, so it's gonna be difficult to tell. Sorry, if we're still in the borders or not. but it's Capitol Reef National Park, which was the one I visited as a kid. Now, sorry, one sec. I need to pause. Okay, sorry about that. So, Capitol Reef. It pretty much, well, it also kind of, it's like skinny. It looks like it follows a river, which, based off the images, it sort of does. Now, I can kind of just alone picture what it's like from here. So yeah, it is pretty much, honestly, it's probably the most deserted out of all. There's a little less trees going on from what you can tell in Capitol Reef National Park. Now kind of looking at this kind of makes sense on why I feel like I've been here. Or, well, that I was here. It kind of gives me a feeling. Now, there's really tall rock formations like this, but it's kind of just a little less than Zion. Well, and like a little less up, like Zion, just less elevation up. I mean, Zion's just made a national park, is how crazy this is. Okay, now we're here. This actually feels a lot, though, like St. George, like where my grandparents live. It actually feels a lot more like St. George. Kind of feels a little bit up high. Well, it kind of feels like anywhere in southern Utah. It kind of feels up high like Zion. I wonder what this green patch is. Or also, I don't know why I feel like I didn't just walking into these pinpoints. Sorry. This one's just kind of. Okay, I don't think you would leave the. Okay. Oh, no, 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 no. Come on. Okay. Okay, this is kind of how you picture Capitol Reef. It's kind of, I guess, a reef going down. It's, well, like, river going down, I would say. And that's kind of what I think I saw in my pictures of it. But I'd say, but it's like within that river, you're surrounded by, hold on. I don't know how close my boundary is. Surrounded by all of this red rock scenery. So it's kind of like being at the bottom of Zion, but it's much lower, basically. All right, let's go back there. Yeah, this is kind of, I guess, just more famous for hiking in Utah and like exploring. I'd say, I don't know, it kind of just feels like a random area to protect. But, well, it yet again makes sense. I feel like, though, there's just areas I've missed out on. If I'm gonna be honest, I know I didn't give much information about Canyonlands or Capitol Reef, but considering I'm gonna have to make a whole thumbnail and everything, I'm probably gonna have to end the video here because I need to get a lot of my other stuff done still tonight. Okay. Well, yeah, I'm gonna end the video here. So thanks for watching, and goodbye.